Hello friends, welcome back to the series of lectures. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about object class in Java. So let us start. So object class is the parent class of all the classes in Java, which means in a hierarchy of inheritance, the object class will is the parent of all the classes. So that is the relationship between all other classes and object class. And one more thing about object class is that if you can use object class if you are not sure with the type of a particular object, a particular class. So object class is a super class. So it can hold the particular reference variable of its child classes. So objects you can pass objects like parameter as object if you are not sure with which type you want to pass, but you have to handle the casting process everything manually. And next is the it is belonging to java.lang package, so you don't need to import anything to use the object class. Next is the some of the methods which are present in the object class. So the first method is get class method. So get class method will return you a class object which will be an object which consists of methods, metadata, and all other information about the particular class, which is used to modify the runtime behavior of the class, and it is used in reflection API. So we will discuss about this get class when the reflection API lesson will come. And for now, think like it is a method which will provide the meta information about the particular class, such as class name, how many annotations are present in that class, how many methods are present in the class. All those information will be provided by the get class method. Next, we will discuss about this Hashcode method. Hashcode method will return you a hash value of the particular object, which means the unique representation of the particular object will be returned. Next is equals method. Equals method is used to compare two objects. So if you want to compare two objects, you can use the equals method to compare, like write the comparison logic. Next method is clone method. Clone method will return you a a clone of the particular object, which means a copy of the particular object will be returned. So if you write to clone and dot clone, then the particular cloned object will be returned. We have to implement the interface called as clonable interface in order to achieve cloning in Java. We will discuss about cloning in the next lecture. The next is toString method. So toString method is a method which is used to print the string representation of the particular class. So if a class has some unique representation you want to provide as a string, when you use the system.out.println and all other statements where you are printing the particular string, the particular class directly, at that time the string representation will be coming. So you have to use override the toString method to write our logic of string representation. Next is notify method. So notify method is used in thread programming, the multi-threading programming. So it in order to awake a thread from the waiting state, and that's how notify method is used. Next method is notify all. So notify all will awake all the threads which are there in the waiting state, and it will be calling all the threads. Next is wait. Wait methods are three overloaded versions of wait method are there. Wait with single without parameter, wait with time milliseconds, wait with time milliseconds and nanos. All these three methods are used to send a particular thread into a waiting state, so where it will be waiting for a particular amount of time. Next method is finalize method. So finalize method will return you the uh, particular it will return you the when you want to execute garbage collection process is happening, and when you want to write some logic before garbage collection happens, that logic you can write inside the particular finalize method. So finalize method is used to write the logic of our program. So before destruction of our object, whatever logic you want to write, That logic you can write in the finalize method. So that's it for the theoretical aspects relating to object class. And now let us see some programs based on object class. Now let us see a program based on object class in Java. So in this program we are going to see through all the methods which are present in the object class. One by one we will see. So let us start. So here is a student object with ID and name, and in this I'm declaring a constructor to hold the particular values, to initialize the values. And the next method is the toString method I am overriding and try and printing out the particular values. This will return you a string representation of the particular class. So if when you do system.out.println, at that time this toString method will be invoked automatically. Next method is Hashcode method. Hashcode build method. Here you can see this is a not generated hash code for me. So I gone for source, right click and source, and like that I have gone and generated the hash code and equals method for me. So it will compile this JD this Eclipse IDE will be able to automatically generate you the particular hash code and in equals value automatically, so that you don't need to write those complete conditional logic. Here you can see the which hash code which is generated by the Eclipse IDE, and here is the equals which is generated by the Eclipse IDE. So equals method is used when you compare two objects. So if you want to compare two objects, you want to use the equals method. And here is the logic. You can see get class method, every method is getting invoked, and then they are using it in if conditions and checking for each whether the particular value is equal. So and these like this conditional logics we have to write if you want to write inside the equals method. Next is the finalize method. So in the finalize method, before garbage collection, whatever the statement which you want to execute, that statement you can provide in the finalize method. Now let us see the main method of this program. So we are in the main method. So in the main method, I am creating objects and calling the toString and hashcode methods. And after that, I am creating another object so that I want to be able to check the equals method whether it is working or not. So here I am giving a different value. So let us see whether in the output the value will be false or not. Next is the finalize method I want to invoke. So the before invoking finalize method, there is a method called as system.gc. This will belong to the system class. So this is a hint to particular garbage collector to start executing. So this is not, we are not sure whether this garbage collection process will trigger or not, but we can use this system.gc to provide the hint for the particular garbage collector to start the garbage collection process. Now let us see the output of this program. Here you can see the each method is getting invoked, and you can see the equals condition is failing because the values which I supplied was different. So it is working fine, equals is working, and finally the finalize method is invoking. So the system.gc call is working for us now, but it is not sure that we are not sure that system.gc will always handle. So garbage collection is a unique process in Java in which the memory will be recovered from the live objects. So that's it for this lecture. In this lecture, we have seen about object class and its various methods. Each methods we have discovered what are the functionality of each methods. Some other methods are also there like wait, notify, and these are belonging to the instance of thread class. So when before understanding threads, we cannot understand these methods. And that's it for this lecture. Thank you for watching. Please continue watching the series. I will be back with another lecture.